work here in this game today.
Cam Suyat with the opening service with set number 1. The setup, the wind-up, double block up top, protecting the net. Babayad in Datuin, protecting the net. Block coverage found one thing for Cignal HD as Kagayan will get the opening score.
First one for Cignal. Correction for Cagayan Valley.
Cignal HD, of course, much like Kagayan in their previous games, they've suffered through slow starts. So they played catch-up volleyball most of the way.
But that's what's hard about it. If you're down 0 and 3 in the standings, you cannot have the luxury of, you know, being like a diesel, diba? Sa una medyo mabagal, pero pagdating sa dulo, pupukpok ka. You cannot have that luxury. So if you can start, you know, fast as early as you can, then go ahead.
It's extremely exhausting as well to play catch-up.
Yes.
Babayad protecting the net. Maiza Pontillas, lefty shot, that the win keeps it alive. Tubino, attack not over. Another point for Cagayan Valley.
It's the net for touches for Cignal HD.
They're using Malaluan. Now in the middle trying to protect the net. 2 serving 1. Set up job for Honey Royce. And she scores against Anggit Vaquero.
And we will see Honey Royce Tubino do this every single time she's given the ball. But the challenge here is for Garces to actually keep the ball in different places.
Datuin with the service. Chisaep, the setup, the wind-up, and Pao Soriano will score.
Vargas gets another point.
For Coach Nespo Milar, this is a strong lineup. Usually Pao Soriano comes off the bench in their early games, but when Pao Soriano started, that's when they got their victory.
And this is the exact 6 that actually has been in Cagayan for a very long time. You know, they know each other, they know how other plays. That's one of their main advantages against Cignal.
And when you have a sensational scorer like Maiza Pontillas, that helps as well. Rosemary Vargas on deck to serve for Cagayan Valley, up by 2 points. For reception on the part of Cignal HD.
Point off the service for...
I know it's the early here in the game, but reception is what's killing Cignal right now, and that's what he said at the top of the coverage.
That's why Jack Janela was in the face of her teammates. So we have from the back row. Sayat to Maiza Pontillas. Oh, no one was there at the back. For Cignal HD, attack error. Another point for Cagayan Valley.
Lack of coverage in that point.
HD.
Early substitution here for Cignal.
They send in Arian Argarin.
Number 11. And it's Garces. Rosemary Vargas serving.
Vargas again at the service line, 6 serving 2. So we have again for the back row. Isayat, the setup, the wind-up. Malaluan almost sending it down. Datuin sets up Royce Tubino. Blocked up top. Big setup job for Malaluan. Ball doesn't fall. And no one was there to chase for the second touch. And Anggit Vaquero will score.
At this point of the game, Cignal has to do a better job with their blocking. So far, they haven't killed anything from the blocking standpoint.
Rosemary Vargas slowly making a living out at the service line. 7 serving 2.
And when you have this top 3 players of Cagayan in front, you cannot not have blockers in front.
Maizo forced to adjust. Janela. Tubino forced to adjust as well. Douse at the top, but ball falls in favor of Cagayan Valley. Leading us to our first technical timeout. The Philippine Superliga All-Filipino Conference is presented by PLDT Home Evolution, limitless sharing with the family-sized connection of PLDT Home DSL, the #1 home broadband. Early in the first set, a strong start by Cagayan Valley. They are up 8-2.
You know, it's 2 things. It's either Cagayan Valley has a really strong start or Cignal is just not here in the venue right now.
It's a step too slow. And Cagayan Valley having a field day off their attack points. Again, we've talked about everyone just trying to find their groove here for Cignal HD, but unfortunately unable to. A stab attack from Malaluan also not over. That's an early entry for Abby Praca.
Substitution for Cignal, Abigail Praca is in.
You know, at this point, Coach Sammy Acarlar is just finding that spark plug to put inside the game, you know, to give energy. They're just missing it right now.
Even Royce Sabino, who is usually prolific, is unable to get it into a groove.
And when you get blocked like that, it can be frustrating, most especially for Tubino, because she's the one who always does that. And when she gets frustrated, you know, it's a matter of recovering right away. You cannot take the whole game to recover.
Vargas with the dig. Saed, the setup, and that shot is good. And she's been doing it for a long time, Mangueta Vaquero. And check Janela's face says it all. A frustrating afternoon for Cignal HD. Let's try to listen in.
Kasi unang-una, pag pumapalo ang kalaban, mag-block, huwag nang mag-block, di ba? So kung lumusot sa block, dapat may tulong sa likod. Walang tumutulong sa likod eh. Kaya tinan mo, pagpalo nila, patay ka agad. Hindi dapat. Ang volleyball dapat, nagbalikan ng bola, yun ang maganda. Di ba? Dapat may trust kayo sa sarili yung dumepensa. Intindihan ba? Genau. Mag-B. B kasi nandito si Maiso. Doon ka pumunta. Pag pumangit ang bola, mag-backline na mag-blockline. Pag magbago, go!
And like what Coach Sammy Acarlar said during that huddle, it's about flow. It's about the help. When someone blocks, it's understandable and it's supposed to be understood that there's coverage right behind them. But so far, none in this game.
You can't just depend on your blockers to do everything. Just put it down as well.
Exactly. Most especially if you have monster spikers like Soriano, Vaquero, Maizo in front of you.
They set up Praca for the quick attack. Doesn't fall. They send it back. Chance for Cignal HD. Royce Tubino off speed, sends it long.
Will be hit by Tubino. It's out.
And Cignal HD is in for a long afternoon if Royce Tubino cannot connect.
Substitution for Cignal and
Danica Gentrawi also making an entrance, replacing Mitch Datuin.
The key for Tubino here now is that she's getting frustrated. But the key would be for her not to be gigil. Because the next time that you want to recover or, you know, get back at the lost point, your tendency is magigil.
Rosemary Vargas commits a service error. 13-3, Cagayan still with the advantage as we turn it over to Carla Aguas.
Thanks, guys. Coach Sammy may want his team to believe and trust in each other, but he also wants them to believe in themselves. He told them to adjust on their defense and strengthen their blocking. If the shot goes through, then they have to be prepared. They have to be able to follow through. They're so scattered on the floor that they forget to work together. They need to start working and moving together. Back to you guys.
I think that's a key term there. Thank you, Carla. Just together. Let's see if they have enough time to put together consistent effort, and everything is going wrong for Cignal HD. They're unable to handle that service from Aiza Maizo.
And etong Cagayan is clearly taking advantage of all the miscommunication at the part of Cignal.
So if you keep committing those errors, we will just capitalize. You never say no to good graces.
Yes, exactly. And Cagayan has been doing all the right things, but at the same time, Cignal is helping them get away with this set.
Let's see if Abby Praca can be a game changer for Cignal HD. Pero couldn't score. Jam Suyat almost went check ball there. Back row attack, Maizo covered well by Royce Tubino. Better effort here by Cignal HD. One more shot by Tabaquero, blocked up top. Angge off speed. Cross court, Suyat. And that one just goes long. Would have been a lucky break for them, but we are going to the second technical timeout. Cagayan up 16-4. No elevator to success, step-by-step process.
you know, at this point, Cignal has to dig deep to get that energy out.
Vaquero gives it up. Chance ball here for Cignal HD. Gendrauli off speed. Had to adjust. Mabayad covering the floor. Braca trying to put it down. No go. Maizo. Chance for Gendrauli. And shot goes in.
Better movement coming from Cignal at that point. Everyone was moving, continuous coverage, like what Coach Samia Hernar was pointing out earlier.
Serving 22.
We let Mabayad on deck to serve for Cignal HD. Good strong serve, over receive, and finally they score from the service line.
Ball is out.
Finally break into double-digit scoring here in set number 1. 10 serving 22.
Can I just say, Cignal's shoes, their sneakers are so nice.
Oh yeah. Really nice, really colorful. And as you say that, life's starting to have more color here for Cignal HD. So they get a score off of that Cagayan Valley error. Lulet Mabayad back on deck to serve. Hoping to establish some rhythm here. Cignal HD, good block up top. Braca and Gendrauli protecting the net.
Good block there by Gendrauli. They have to sustain that energy. That is the kind of energy that Coach Sammy has been asking from them. And yung simpleng block na ganon, that can usually change the mood of all the players inside.
Giselle C in the game for the Cagayan Valley Lady Rising Suns. Tries to go for a quick combination. Gendrauli sends it back and sends it home.
Lucky shot there by Danica.
Had a little top spin after it hit the net. Let's take a look at it again. There you go.
Almost.
Top spin and goes in. Lulet Mabayad trying to bring her team back from the service line. 13 serving 22. Unfortunately commits a service error. And that brings Cagayan to within 2 points of getting the first set.
Now serving
Eulalia on deck to serve for Cagayan Valley. Janela keeps it alive. Good reception. Braca. And she puts it away.
Good play right there for Braca.
Well, she has to be utilized more, especially when she's up front. She has a variety of finishing moves.
She can run from one corner to another. Just give her the ball, just call her name. She's gonna be there.
Giselle C, quick setup for Maizo. But good block coverage for Cignal. They tried to dump it over, no go. Isa Maizo off two blockers. Janela keeping it alive. Barrow attack, not over for Jam Suya. And we are at set point. We're in set number 1. Rosemary Vargas with a chance to put the first set away. The service line. Janela's been doing an excellent job receiving those services. But no attack there, free ball given up. See, Tabaquero, and she puts it down. Set number 1 belonging to Cagayan Valley, 25-14. A strong start for the Lady Rising Sun. Set number 2 in just a moment. One of the past NCAA MVPs in the women's division.
I think one of the past, not the recent one.
Cross-court setup. Shot doesn't go. Giselle C keeps it alive. Quick combination play works for Cignal HD. Again, when Abby Braca is there, you have that option.
You have to maximize Abby Braca when she's in front. She knows where to put the ball at the right time, at the exact right spot.
She has the height, and she has the hang time. Abby Braca scoring for Cignal HD. As Nori Jane Diaz goes on deck to serve. Over to C. Argarin, the setup. for that windup. This goes out of bounds. They've been trying to get Jam Suyat going here in this game.
Yes, I think she can be one of the spark plugs here, but she hasn't just gotten her groove yet.
Raka forced to send it back. Giselle dumps it over, no go. Algarin back set. Nori Jane Diaz off speed. Soriano floats it up. Raka anticipates. Angueta Vaquero trying to hammer it home. One more chance for Cignal HD, but Cagayan Valley protecting their floor. Good rally here in this set. Just at the top, falls in for Angueta Vaquero.
I think they're complaining of lifting.
So there's a violation on the part of Cagayan Valley. I think
It's Cagayan's point, but I think Cignal is asking for a lifting.
I think Pao Soriano was a guilty party in that one. Let's double check. Here we go.
I think that was not it, but
That wasn't it, but then again, lifting on Pao Soriano. That's the ruling.
yeah,
There we go.
There we go.
Handed the cookie jar for Pao Soriano.
Good call by the ref to reverse it.
2-point advantage now for Cignal HD. Tabaquero trying to rectify that mistake earlier. Wants desperately to take the point back, and she does.
Good eye by Tabaquero at that point, seeing that nobody was down the line. He gets it right down.
Pao Soriano on deck to serve for Cagayan Valley. Cross-court finish. That's good for Cignal HD. There you go. Like you mentioned, Miyaka, Jam Suyat could be a very viable option for Cignal HD.
Once she starts to get her groove, it's gonna be hard for Cagayan to stop her.
One of the stalwarts of the University of Perpetual Help, of course, Jam Suyat. Hoping to get her game going. Giselle C, back set for Eulalio. C, but Janela digs it up. Argarin back set. Gendrauli, lefty shot, no finish. Bang Pineda, excellent dig. Maizo Pontillas, but dug up at the back row. Open shot. Just sails over.
We saw what she was trying to do there. Nobody was at the service area. She puts it right there. So a little bit too much, went outside.
But the shots are there now for Cignal HD. High setup, and they get the finish.
Good play. Good play for the part of Cignal.
And Cignal HD goes into the first technical timeout. In this game, Cignal HD goes into the technical timeout with a lead, 8-6.
I think they're awake.
And
They've
finally
come to
in the
play.
building, just like that block.
Finally, this is the signal that we've been looking for since the first set.
Nilet Mabaya protecting the net, enabling Jam Suyat to go to the service line. 9-6. They set up Rosemary Vargas through two blockers. Gendrauli gives up the free ball. Vargas puts it down.
Rosemary Vargas.
Excellent play from Cagayan Valley, using a fake and then another option.
Smart move by Diaz.
Argarin the setup. Jane Diaz.
And she was yelling, "Isa pa."
That's what you want for an attacker.
Yes, she was asking for the ball. Her voice was so loud, "Isa pa." She gets it done.
Not the tallest player on the floor, but certainly with a lot of heart. Nori Jane Diaz getting the
Super
finish.
gutsy.
Let Bayad on deck to serve. 10-7. 3-point lead for Cignal HD. Maizo Pontillas blocked up top by Praca. Vargas push shot, no go. Argarin, set up for Gendrauli. Pineda digs it up. Back set, quick attack, no go. And this time Cignal HD scrambling on defense. Just at the top, Kept alive by Praca. Diaz off speed. And a good rally here in the second set.
Oh,
Waited by Aiza Maizo.
that is signature Aiza Maizo.
She has a power game to help out Cagayan Valley.
Signature shot, never fails.
Now serving, Moinet.
Just the wind up on that arm. A shotgun of the spike, the lefty shot. Very lethal for Aiza Maizo Puntino. Cagayan Valley within 2. Dendrauli, lefty shot of her own, slowed up. Vargas off to blockers, check ball, finish.
Rosemary Vargas.
Diaz was stuck at that time. She could have gone for the ball, for the check ball.
They're getting extra points from the other players. Usually, you expect that from Soriano, from Maizo, from Angge, but now you have Rosemary Vargas also chipping in. That's a bonus, definitely.
And their setter is actually doing a good job putting the ball in all different places na hindi talaga makikita nitong Cignal.
That time, good block coverage. Praca trying to set it down, and she does. It's a little duo between Abby Praca and Pao Soriano. Both of them like getting those balls on the quick combination plays, getting blocks, getting dumps.
They actually have a little bit of similarity with their style of play.
Service error committed by Cignal. Strong service, slow down. Tabaquero, score. Cross-court setup. Attack is not over for Cignal HD.
I see what Suyat was trying to do there. Medyo hinawi na ng konti yung hand niya for the first line target, but hindi lang umabot ng net. Sayang.
Again with a chance to equalize. 11 serving 12.
She's now serving.
Back row attack, Jane Diaz. Pineda with a dig. Back set, push shot.
Net violation, I think.
Net violation called Cignal HD.
And you have to, for the Cignal HD Spikers, they were actually mounting a strong run, but those errors starting to pile up, killing any momentum.
Exactly, and they cannot dig their own grave because Cagayan will definitely capitalize on it quickly.
Dendrauli, good score. Tabaquero off the blocker, kept in play. Blocked up top by Abby Praca.
You know what's good to note here at the part of Cignal is that they're actually battling it with the original first 6 of Cagayan without their 2 top scorers, Tubino and Datuin. And they're doing it all by themselves, which is a good sign para dito sa Cignal.
It shows them that they're not just reliant on their veterans as Angge Tabaquero puts it down.
She says, I don't care, I'm gonna get mine.
Now we're all tied up, 13. Dendrauli back row attack. But unfortunately, a reception error by Pao Soriano enables Cignal to get back on top by 1.
Now serving, Ariana Agani.
Miss Pamela intently watching from the sidelines as this team is trailing. That's a solitary point though.
Good movement so far for Cignal here in this set. Everyone is moving, everyone is quick on their toes. Good sign.
Oh, Eulalia just too early on the jump, pulled the trigger early.
It looked like Cheeside was gonna give her a quick set, but no. A little bit too high.
2-point advantage now for Cignal HD.
Serving, 13.
Tabaquero off 2 blockers. Sonela gets under it. Eulalia the push shot. Scrambling for defense for Cignal HD. Tabaquero, attack not over. Attackers are a little surprised there as we turn it over to Carla.
Powerful words and a high-definition message circled in the huddle of the HD Spikers as Coach Sammy told his team, alisin ang star complex nyo. There are no star players in volleyball, only star teams. Emphasizing that until they learn to play as a team, will their combination plays, defense, and good receptions start happening. They need to wake up and play the game they're great at, which looks like it's happening now, guys.
Thank you so much, Carla, and definitely it's happening for Cignal HD, just waking up in the nick of time. And again, like you mentioned, Miyaka, no Mitch Tituin, no Royce Rubino, but Cignal holding their own.
Exactly, and that's a really good sign because you know that everyone's giving their share, of help para dito sa Cignal.
They just cannot be complacent though, but they're doing well. Well, that's an excellent picture. Maybe you're gonna ask someone to put it in the graphics later.
It's gonna kill me.
Again, the Philippine Superliga All-Filipino Conference is presented by PLDT Home Evolution. Limited sharing with a family-size connection of PLDT Home DSL, the #1 home broadband. LC on deck to serve. Chance for Cagayan to equalize, down by just 1 point. 16 serving 17. Kendrali lefty shot blocked away. That one goes out of bounds.
When you have two blockers in front of you, there's nowhere else to go. Just make it hit their hand. Go for outside.
Against Cignal up by 2.
Yun yung mga veteran moves when it comes to volleyball.
Baka too early for that jump. Liza from Dilos.
For a moment, it seemed like she was just jumping.
It's all about timing also.
At least you know the energy's there.
Again, playing the cat and mouse game, just chasing the Cignal HD Spikers here. Down by 3, down by 2, down by 1. Jane Diaz puts it down.
Good call by Diaz at that time. You see her actually looking at the court first before hitting that soft spike. She was really looking for that open spot.
HD Spikers up by 3. They set up Soriano. Good floor coverage at the back. Combination play is good. Coach Nes Pamilar will sue for time. He wants to talk things over. They are down 17-21.
Hindi pa natatapos eh. Kasi parang nag-umpisa nga ulitin ko sa inyo nung first set. Nung naglamang naman lang naglalak sa kagad kayo. Tuloy-tuloy nyo hanggang hindi natatapos. 3 set ang dapat dyan bago tayo manalo dyan. Kung magpapalitan lang tayo binibigyan nyo ng pag-asa yung kalaban. Dapat nga kanina kung natapos yun ng single digit, hindi mababa na ang moral niya, hindi nalalaban.
Coach Nes Pamilar actually has a good point in that huddle. You cannot relax when you're going up against Cignal HD. I know they are 0-3, but you need to respect the talent of each and every player in that.
Rosemary Vargas serving.
Vargas on deck to serve for Cagayan Valley. Now down by just 3 points. Jane Diaz winds it up. Bang Pineda digs it up. Back set. The shot.
Good anticipation. Good anticipation by Franca right there.
Janine Marciano now in the game. Trying to announce her entry with that finish, but just not over. Look at the numbers of Jane Diaz here.
5 attacks so far and a block in this set, in this game.
Push shot falls in. Big time players here, starting to cook, starting to percolate.
Serving for Kagayan Valley,
Big time players, big time plays.
Maizo Pontillas.
7 attacks, 2 blocks, and a serve so far in this game.
A lot of talking happening for Cignal HD, but unfortunately attack just sails over.
Cignal cannot relax in this game.
Let's try to listen in.
Tako ng tako, kailangan makapatay. Etc. Dito si Abby. Pamuntahin mo dito si Abby para mag-B. Si Celsi to. Okay. Kaya nga. mag-B para makuha yung gitna. Okay, now, ang ano mo, ito. Kasi Giselle dito, huwag kayo matakot. Paluin mo talaga dito. Ngayon, pag nakita mo naman na itong taon to nasa likod, drop mo dito. Okay, now. Ngayon, whatever happens sa receive, dapat may pumapalo.
Hingi back row.
Hoy! Kumpiyansa lang! Kumpiyansa lang!
Good point by Coach Sammy.
Excellent job by Vargas keeping it alive. Janela keeping it alive at the back row. Excellent libero work for Janela. Giselle C sets up Marciano, pulls it down.
Handed it down to Henry.
Talk about a facial for Janine Marciano.
That was goal. In your face spike, literally.
The fighting pride of San Beda College, Janine Marciano. She pulls Cagayan to just within a solitary point. Combination play is good.
Once again, Praka won't back down. One way or another, even if it's in blocking, getting the receive, attacking, she's everywhere right now.
That was a pretty play, setting up Praka for that finish. Marciano off to a blocker, gets the finish. Possibly one of the most athletic finishers in this Cagayan Valley squad.
That's true, that's true.
And when you have someone who can hit with that much power and speed.
Actually, everyone on the floor for Kagayan can actually jump as high as you can deliver. They're all super athletic.
No look, nope, doesn't go. Pontillas, the ball kept alive. Chance again for Cagayan. Giselle C sets up Marciano. Ball kept in play. What a dig by Jane Diaz. They go back to Marciano. Off speed this time. Chance. And again, Jane Diaz continues to cook.
Kaya ikaw,
Why me? Why? What? What's up?
bakit chuman sa kachan?
You know me. I'm a very nice guy. You know, I do everything to, you know, keep the women in my life happy. Hello, Mom. And Ali gives it back. C has been doing an excellent job quickly setting her attackers here. And Topino will score.
Their footwork paid off for them at that point. Everyone was all over the place, getting the solid balls.
Cignal up by 2 points, 3 serving 1. And they serve up an ace.
I'm still not used to seeing Bang as a libero.
As with most volleyball fans who've known her. And you looking at the bench of the Cignal Asian Spikers, again, Digital to win, having an extended time on the bench. Of course, Praka has been scoring well for them. Babayan early on, also protecting the net. Lucky break though for Cagayan Valley, service error committed.
But it's good to see Cignal up at least 2 at this point of the set, because at least now we know that they're not holding on, you know, to the second set and what they've lost there, and they're still fighting in this game.
Here's Sabino, down the middle. Didn't get the finish.
Like what we've said earlier, it's about giggle. Pagdating dito, may handlers to be.
Let's turn it over to Carla Aguas.
Opponents can always rise to the occasion, which is why we had a very close second set. I listened in on Cagayan and Coach asked his team a very important question. Bakit kayo relax? Di pa tapos ang game. He reminded his team to start playing with more intensity and never underestimate their opponent. They need to fix their coverage and start communicating with each other. The advice he gave his team before the game, hindi tayo mananalo kung kanya-kanya lang. Will his team finally listen, guys? Back to you.
Thank you so much, Carla. Of course, the key word that I listened and heard in that report was, of course, just playing consistently, not relaxing.
And, you know, when I talked to Coach Nespa Millar before, he would always say something like, you need to respect talent. You know, kahit na, you know, they're 0-3 in the standings, you know that they can do a lot better than their standings. So you have to respect their talent.
And
cannot
respect
relax.
this, says Royce Tubino with a running attack down the middle. And Cignal equalizes here at 5-all. When you get into a rhythm, and when you have the hammer, you have to put it down.
Just like that.
Danica Gendrauli on deck to serve for Cignal HD. And Gendrauli serves it up. You know, Cignal HD is capable of scoring pairs like this. But like Carlos reported, it's all about the consistent effort across the board. Back-to-back hits for Gendrauli.
And a lot of people actually don't notice this, but you have to put a little bit of energy and force when it comes to your service, because you can easily score a point on that without, you know, having to receive another one, have to block another thing. Kumbaga, the term is kargahan mo yung service.
Diaz loading that one up. Zelsi. Diaz floats it up. Maizo tries to put it down, no go. Janela gives up the chance ball. Quick combination for Soriano. Janela protecting the floor. Diaz off speed. Zelsi turn to dive for it. Tactical sails on for Aiza Maizo. Lucky break for Cignal HD. As we go to their first technical timeout, 8-5, Cignal with the lead. For the Cagayan Valley Lady Rising Suns. And Cignal HD still looking for their first victory in the PSL. And the dump almost goes in.
Lucky break there for Cignal. I think Cagayan was asking for a touch ball.
Nice serving five.
And Gendrauli back on the service line.
Still on the service line.
They've been having, Cagayan Valley has been having trouble receiving that service.
Tawag dun regalo.
And you never say no to gifts. That's why
Never.
Cignal is up by 5. Let's try to listen in.
So sabi niya, wala yung first goal natin. So mag-focus mo, wag tayo muna sa atake. Kailangan nakakufocus tayo sa first goal. So mataas muna natin, tsaka kasunod pa lang ang atake, di ba? Huwag niyo isipin kagad ang atake, magtulong-tulong ng simula. Ha? Sige, sige, sige.
Dati pala yun. Ay, Kagayan! Good point for your coach Nes Familiar, saying that it has to start with their receive, of course. And that is why itong si Henrauli has been loading up her services because of that.
Support your favorite volleyball star in a PSL face-off. Log on to www.solarentertainmentcorp.com to cast your vote. Bang Pineda, Jack Janela, of course, some of the players that you can vote for. If you log on to our website, Cignal up by 5 points.
Sobra naman sa Kagayan.
Well, she couldn't stay there all night.
She could have.
I mean, if Gendrauli would have had her way, she could have just stayed there all night. But something had to give.
Yeah, but that's exactly why you need to put a little bit force on your service, because that way you disrupt the first ball. So nahihirapan mag-set up yung setter mo. And that's what's been happening with Cagayan. They couldn't get the first ball, couldn't set up a good play.
Filipino mistimed that jump. Was forced to throw one up. They're allowing Cagayan to creep back into this game, down by just 3 points. 7 serving 10. A little trouble with that reception. Chance ball given up. Cross-court setup with power, no go. Good dig by Gendrauli. Diaz off speed. A surprise attack coming from Aiza Maizo.
Jack Janela usually gets that, but
One of the quickest liberos in Philippine volleyball.
she's super pesky.
Was caught by surprise. Here we go.
Good receive.
Diaz floats it up. And she drops it over.
Drop ball is good.
Time for Cignal HD to put together a consistent effort scoring that volleyball. Royce Tubino and the rest of the Lady Altas from the University of Perpetual Health trying to put together a bit of a scoring pair for Cignal HD.
Serving for Cignal HD.
Again, reminding everyone the Philippine Superliga All-Filipino Conference is presented by PLDT Home Evolution. Limitless sharing with the family-size connection of PLDT Home Evolution. Home DSL, the #1 home broadband.
That's off the block. Point goes to Cignal HD.
Tubino.
Good communication between Argarin and Tubino at that time. Eye-to-eye contact lang eh. That's all it took.
And that unspoken connection between the setter and the attacker is going to be very important if Cignal HD hopes to win a set. Cagayan goes check ball for that finish. About time we heard Janine Marciano's game pop up again. Aiza Maizo Pontillas, 9 serving 12. The dump, no finish. LC, quick setup job, down the line, finish for Kagayan.
Usually when you dump a ball like that, like what Argarin did, it has to be quicker. Kasi it has to be super slick na walang nakakaalam na walang makakuha, hindi inaasahan. I don't know what happened there.
Confusing sequence here for Cignal HD.
I think she didn't know it was the third ball, or was she trying to set up somebody?
Suya trying to hammer it, but the attack not over. Point goes up again, Valley, all tied up, 12 points apiece. And Cignal HD will talk things over.
Pasok na lang! Nangangat naman yung set eh. Hindi pwedeng ganyan ang attitude natin. Eh, gusto nating manalo, dapat makakuha tayo ng isang set muna. Lahat na gagalawin natin sa loob ng court, kailangan sigurado. Ikaw tamo ang blockin mo dyan, ang lead-lead. Bakit hindi mo ba kaya ba? Gagano mo na lang ang bola, sumasabit pa sa net. Why? Kasi hindi ka nga handa eh. Dapat lagi nyo isipin, akin yung bolang yan, aking bolang yan. Bakit hindi ka magugulat pag binibigyan kayo ng bola? Sayang naman.
Good point by Coach Sammy Akerlar there. If you want to get the ball, kahit hindi sa'yo mapupunta yung bola, you have to always think that that's gonna be you para ready ka talaga sa kahit anong situation.
Aiza Maizo serving for Cagayan Valley.
All tied up here. Third set, again versus Cignal HD. Janine Marciano winds it up. Gendrauli digs it up. Jan Suyat off speed, just hit the antenna. So errors now starting to pile up for Cignal HD.
And once again, they're starting to get frustrated, but they cannot. Like, if they want to get a win, that's the last thing that they should be thinking about. And at that point, it was supposed to be Argarin's ball. Second ball, always with the second.
That time, Suyat failed to connect. A little confusion on the part of Cagayan Valley and a lucky break for Cignal HD.
And as you can hear,
Coach
Sammy
Sammy
Akerlar telling Suyat, wag kang tumigil. And I think what he's trying to tell her is that kung nandun ka na sa taas, might as well hit it as hard as you can.
Just like that by Marciano, and that shot goes in.
Marciano powers through the blockers.
With all those errors, with your offense stalling, you're giving Cagayan Valley a chance to gain their confidence back, gain their rhythm back, come back. They have taken the lead.
And you know when you give Kagayan the momentum, they're gonna just take advantage of it.
The longest antenna is out once again.
Another
No one was ready for that.
For Cignal HD.
And that is what Coach Sammy Akerlar is
For number 16.
mad about. No one is always ready.
Also
Not have that.
Because you know the setter is expected to keep the defense guessing. So you just have to be ready when the ball goes towards your direction. As Jam Suyat hammers it home. Hopefully that wakes up Cignal HD. Down by just single point, 14 serving 15. Almost found an opening, but Valley sends it back. Quick combination play is good. Well, when you have a tall Buenatulalio inside, you have the opportunity to score. 16-14, back in a moment. Possibility of making this a straight sets victory if they continue this surge, now up by 3 points.
You know, interesting to note that itong Cignal has only won 2 sets in this whole conference. But once you see their lineup, they're very talented. It's mind-boggling.
Cross-court setup for Vargas. Jam Suyat on the offensive, but couldn't get over that volleyball.
She was there, she was on top, she flew, pinalo niya yung bola, but kulang na ang follow-through.
Let's turn it over to Carla Aguas.
The belief in oneself needs to be strong coming into this set. Coach Sammy told his team to remove all doubt in what they do and continue playing the game. He wants them to have more aggressive attacks and continue defending as a team. If there is doubt, there is hesitation, and that's not what they need right now. Prior to this game, Coach Sammy told me that the HD Spikers went through a counseling session as well, where they learned how to have more faith in each other's skills and faith that they can win a game. Back to you guys.
Thank you, Carla. And again, reminding everyone, the Philippine Superliga All-Filipino Conference is presented by PLDT Home Evolution. Limitless sharing with the family-size connection of PLDT Home PSL, the #1 home broadband.
Counseling session.
First time I've actually heard that.
Me too. Usually it's just a...
It could be mental.
Yes, this is a mental game now for Cignal. Everyone was caught watching with popcorn at that last sequence.
Imagine, Cignal actually had the lead for a while in this set. Cagayan working hard, capitalizing on errors, and now erecting a 6-point advantage.
Literally nobody moved in that last service.
Another combination play. Zito Eulalio for the finish. And now you can sense that the Cagayan Valley and Lady Rising Suns are going for the jugular.
You cannot let Kagayan lead as much as 7 if you're, wanting to win a set. 7 points is very hard to catch up by.
And you have to credit that, of course, to Giselle C. This quick setup job for all her teammates.
Gamay na gamay niya lahat ng attackers niya. The right height of set, she knows everything. She knows where to place it at the right time.
And Cignal HD will score off the double block.
Cignal HD gets the point.
Much needed point for Michiko Castañeda.
Michiko Castañeda serving for Cignal HD.
Is on deck to serve. 15 serving 21. Well, Cagayan Valley was able to overhaul a huge lead earlier, but Cignal HD did the same. Combination play again.
Like we said, this is becoming a mental game for Cignal, and not only for this game, but the succeeding game. How are they gonna bounce back from this?
Jane Diaz, drop shot, doesn't go. They go to the other side this time. Shot goes long, point goes to Cignal HD. I can see Arian Arguerin limping a bit, favoring her right ankle. Hopefully she's okay. Adi Praca with the service. 16 serving 22. Back row attack, Marciano. Dagan by Castañeda. Tubino puts it down.
Gets the kill.
Still some life here in the eyes of Cignal HD. 17 serving 22. But a service error committed by Adi Praca.
Crucial service error also.
taken by Cignal HD.
And Coach Sammy Akailar wants it to sue for time.
Kasi mahilig sila dito. Eh, nagaganyan ka, gaganyan ka. Mahabol mo ba yun? Dapat gumagamit ka ng side. Once na nakalusot sa inyo dapat ang isang tao, dapat sa sunod na hindi na maulit siya. Kasi ilang beses na umiikot at hindi pa na pag-aaralan. Ha? Try natin habulin niya. Dalawa lang naman eh. Kapitan natin, kapitan niya. Kapitan natin.
Coach Sammy Akailar not giving up in that huddle. Kakita natin yan. Sabi niya, 6 points lang. Still far from over, but they need to, and as you can see, excellent sets. 17 to 13, hindi nalalayo. So you know that anything can still happen in this game. Bilugan mo lang.
You just have to play flawlessly though for Cignal HD. Gendrali blocked up top by Soriano.
That's not a good sign if you want to play flawlessly and win the set.
Match point.
Diaz keeps it alive. Tubino cannot score. Can Cagayan put it away? Maizo off speed, no go. Tubino blocked up top. Gendrali puts it down.
Saves that match point. 18 serving
A lot of
24.
pressure now for Cignal HD if they want to at least steal this set.
A little bit of a bright spot there for Cignal.
Jane Diaz, drop shot. Gizelsi keeps it alive. Maizo puts it down and puts the game away.
Icing on the cake there by Aiza Maizo. Once again, that shot from her, cannot miss it.
And the search for their first victory continues for Cignal HD as Cagayan Valley. In 2 straight sets, they came back from being down, taking the lead, and now taking the victory 25 to 14, 29-27.